Hey, if you're not using these tools to snap your proportion into place, then you are missing out. One of the great things about being part of our community is I can help you. One of my students posted this drawing and I asked them if I could help them. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. Come on, let's get to work. Let's take a look at this. What I really want to show you, if you implement this idea, I think it's really going to make a huge difference next time you draw. I have 4 tools. I call them tools because they're ideas that you keep in the back of your mind as you're drawing, and they're called the 4 tools of measurement. And these are devices that you could use, and it will really help you to get your pictures, your drawings, to be correctly proportioned. Okay, I'm going to go over the 4 with you right now. The first is using visual lines of measurement. All right, so that's one of them is using a horizontal line. So, for example, if I was to visualize a horizontal line underneath her ear to the tip of a nose, I could see that those 2 things line up. So let's test that here. Okay, look at that. Boom. You did a great job on that one. Let's look at it. Let's look at another one here. All right, so the top of the ear, goes right across there. So that's the top of your ear. Oh, look at that. Okay, so your eyes need to be much lower. Your eyes should be really more down here. Okay? All right. So those are all horizontal lines. Let's look at one more here. Let's just say let's use this I was going to say, let's come back here. Look at that. Underneath her chin to the top of her kimono right there. So let's go from your chin. Oh, look at that. Okay, so your kimono should come all the way up there. You see that? And I was able to quickly use horizontal lines in order to establish that. All right, let's try number 2. The other tool I want you to use is vertical lines. Okay, so let's take a look at some vertical ideas here. So let's say I was looking at where her thumb is coming in contact with her chin. I make a vertical line straight up. Okay, so her eye is in front of that. Let's check on yours here, where you're at. Okay, so your eye is lining up. So again, the eye should be right about there. Okay, that's a vertical. Let's see, any other verticals here that we could look at? All right, look, the back of the ear lines up almost with the middle of her kimono. All right, so let's take a look here where you got. Okay, not bad. You're close on the size of the kimono there. That's okay. You could come down a little bit. So that's using vertical lines. All right, let's erase those. Number 3, the third tool I want you to envision. I'm going to also erase this here. The third tool I want you to think about is using negative space. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, negative space would be something like this. Look at this negative shape right here. Let's make this a little brighter. All right. Let's look at that negative shape. You see that? And how is your negative shape? Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. You're taking on the same exact area. That would need to be adjusted ever so slightly. Okay, let's look at the back side here. So we're like this. Okay, there's that shape. All right, how is your shape back here? Okay, not too bad either. Those also are taking up the same kind of space, so that's good. Here, let's look at another one. This is an interesting one here. Let's take this shape here. Let's take the shape of her hair and try and envision that. All right, so let's see here what we're doing here. Okay, so you can see that you probably need a little bit more hair up there, okay? All right, so that's number 3. That's using negative shape or just shapes in general and try and getting them to match up, all right? The last one I want to establish with you or show you is called the cartoon check. Now, this is where you would look at one object. So, for example, how the cartoon check would work, what I want you to do is look at her hand right there, and then move your eyes quickly and look at your hand. And what I want you to do is just make your eyes go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like that. Keep jumping back and forth, and really quickly we could see, oh, something that is, you have her fingers are in this direction, but you have your fingers going straight up. You see that? Let's erase those marks there. So just jump back and forth. Okay, so your fingers should be a little bit more in this direction, you see? Also, we can also see that the width of this needs to be, the width of your hand needs to be a little bit more. All right, so that's all I want to show you. Next time you draw, and let me just erase this. Delete that layer. So next time you draw, let's just say you were to draw her head there, and you would start off with an oval. You got this going, and then you might, okay, so there's my ear right there. That might be a good mark. Now visually, you're going to think, okay, where is this eye? Oh, look, that eye needs to go right there. What's the bottom? Oh, look, that nose. Okay, I got that nose now, right? And so then you start like, oh, look at this shape here. There's a shape. Look at that triangle. That kind of covers that whole region of her lower mouth, and that's gonna kind of take on that shape right there. You see that? You could even go, we've talked about vertical and horizontal, but sometimes you could even look at different angles. Like, where's the angle? Look at that angle of that neck. What's the direction? Oh, right in front of the eye. So the neck would go right there. Okay, you get the idea? So when you draw, you want to start off very light. You want to put in one object. It could be the ear. This could be your landmark. Then from there, you start to measuring out using horizontal, using vertical, using negative shapes and regular shapes, and the cartoon check, just to start putting items in the correct location, okay? You got this. I am so glad you're part of our group, Linda. Keep it up, okay? Keep pushing your work. I love to see it. All right, go out there, make your day.
A dad who draws.